Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to FTRL and welcome to Spa-Francorchamps for round 6 of FTRL's F3 division. Joining me in the box tonight is Pagani. Mate, we've got conditions that are more suited to your sort of driving.
They are indeed. There's nothing better than a bit of a soggy Spa, but like every other division has had it besides the one hour racing, so I'm going to raise a complaint, I think.
I was going to say, are you feeling a bit jealous at the moment?
I am indeed. But intermediate conditions doesn't look that wet, but yeah, intermediate conditions it is.
I was going to say, it's not quite what the F2 boys had in their race last night, but...
The trouble with intermediates is you never know if it's going to go dry. Obviously the drivers do if they're looking at the radar, but...
I was going to say, they do have that advantage over us.
I mean, if it does go dry, that's not going to be fun for Eau Rouge, Couon, Blanchimont.
Well, it's worth noting that we've got a very good grid tonight. 19 out of 20 drivers, only FTRL oven missing.
Do indeed.
So, packed grid should make for an action-packed race.
Racing.
Yeah. So choose your words wisely.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I do hope it is a dry race. Like, can be some fantastic racing at Spa. In the wet, sometimes get a little bit drawn out. So, but I mean, I don't think we've seen any of these F3 guys race in the rain or do any laps in the rain. So, something new for them. See how they adapt.
Yes, would indeed. I think we've got the SY Delta in the Ferrari making his F3 debut tonight. And we've already lost Lotus. Yep.
Is that going to be Eau Rouge? There is a yellow flag at Eau Rouge.
There is a yellow flag. We're on board with British Beanhead as we go through that, and there he is on the right hand side.
There's a Toro Rosso with a couple of radium. It's always a dangerous corner.
As many drivers have found out over the last 2 nights.
Yeah, I mean, even in the dry, we had 3 F1 drivers lose it. Never an easy corner. Yellow flag in sector 1 and 3. I think it's just letting people through. Oh, but we do have Martin in the wall. Not sure where that is. I believe it's the left-right section just after the straight. Yes. Terrible at diagnosing where parts are on tracks. But he did tag the wall, so he's going to have a little bit of wing damage. So that's that lap over with. I'm not entirely sure who the first lap is going to come from.
I think it's going to be Big Pizzas. Just picks him up coming into the final sector.
Well, Liam won't be far behind because he's coming up to Blanchimont. Going through Blanchimont now.
Right, so it's going to be Liam. Big Pizzas is just coming up to Blanchimont now.
Oh, Liam goes back in the... Oh! Liam went to go back in the pits and actually tagged the pit entry wall. Quite hard on the right hand side. He's very lucky to keep his front right wheel. So, Big Pizzas it is with our first lap at a 2:03.3.
I suppose it's worth mentioning that tonight is the last F3 race for a few of these drivers.
It is indeed.
As due to unexpected circumstances, we've decided to have a bit of a sort of mid-season transfer window, if you like.
I mean, in some cases it was definitely needed, but I mean, Liam, Charlie going up to F1.
Yep, they're going up to F1.
Hijack to F2.
Hijacked and Rom are going to F2.
Hijack and Rom.
And then you'll have myself and Michael C, as well as Rampage, and I can't remember who the fourth driver was. It was but yeah, there'll be 4 new faces in F3.
Well, so far we've got our usual suspects, even though it's a bit damp out in front with Charlie first, T Smith second, and Jamie in third.
Yeah, now looking back at last week's race and the mishap that Charlie had coming out of the final chicane at Canada, Wall of Champions, it now isn't going to affect him in any way.
No, it isn't.
Given that
Hijack has lost it to block him up, and has lost front wing, which would suggest to me that he might be on a dry setup.
Beanhead's coming, I think he's on a lap, he's coming up to traffic.
Lee's very wide in what used to be known then.
I mean, to me, that corner will always be no name, and it's also a very good vantage point to watch a live Formula 1 car go round.
I do believe that you have some live experience from Spa.
I do indeed. And Beanhead vaults.
Not going to go with what I was thinking, so we'll carry on. TRS currently sitting in 4th place. Had some strong performances this season.
I was going to say, he's been a bit of a revelation this season. Like, he's had some good points finishes the last couple of weeks.
I've just seen a comment in the stream chat from FTRL Aaron saying, giveaway, if we get the stream to 10 likes, I'll video myself with a stranger getting it to say like and subscribe to FTRL, and then I will kiss them. So, I mean, if you want to see that, feel free to like the stream, and it will be shown. I'm sure of that. I mean, I just like the stream myself, so 1/10 of the way there, boys.
Pagani's keen, he wants to see it.
I mean, what, a third of the way through the session now, halfway through the session, it doesn't look like it's getting any closer to drying.
No, I did think when I was on board with Big Pizzas at the end of his first lap, I thought it looked like it was brightening up a bit, but it might have just been the fact that he was sort of out of the forest at that point. There weren't so many trees around.
Again, I can't really say what I was going to say because I might get in trouble, so I won't. However, T. Smith has just gone fastest by half a second on 1:55.5. Has gone very well in practice sessions around here, has T. Smith, so, and has had the opportunity to win races this season, but strategy and one or two errors just let him down. So, could he be dark horse for tonight?
Well, something that might motivate Big Pizzas tonight is that he has a hot date after the race, according to Agent Panda. So,
I mean, as far as I was aware, he was going to miss this race. So has he put the date back?
Imagine if he can get a strong result tonight. He's got something to really, really talk about.
Oh, I mean.
Although if he does retire early, then we might have an idea as to why.
Yeah,
I just went on board with him as that was happening. I thought, yep, he's given that some.
I'm going to go out and say I think those buttocks might be clenched after that one. Never a good place to be sideways. Oh wow, we've had confirmation the date was pushed back so he could race an FTRL. That is commitment.
That is desire.
I mean, you'd love to see it. For Aaron's benefit, we do have 10 likes, so I mean, you've already said it, you got to do it now. So
Ravers has begrudgingly clicked like.
I was going to say even Ravers has liked the stream, so there you go, Aaron. Something else for you to get working on. Liam is currently on a lap. Get it back to the racing. He hasn't set one yet, which is always a bit tricky, but I mean, the guys that haven't set a lap are leaving it quite late. Oh my gosh, I can't say what Aaron's just commented in the stream because it might come across as racist, so I'm not going to. Liam goes fastest for the 1:54.7, which puts him 8/10 quicker than anybody else, which might go for us moving up to F1.
Liam takes pole, pretends to be shocked.
British Beanhead has jumped up to P3. I know he did do a few laps of wet practice, so. And Zom has completed that lap where he did have a spin at Radion. Has put him last, besides Foggy and Nexus Lotus, but I mean, not quite sure which way the stream chat's going at the moment, so we'll leave them be.
I say it's going down a strange and dark avenue.
Yeah, hopefully they'll sort themselves out.
Oh, Charlie's aborted his lap.
Oh, bit of yellow in sec too, but I want to get just somebody backing off ready to set another lap.
I believe Jamie's just started one.
I was going to say, after his earlier incident in the session, Martin's managed to get himself into P9 in the Renault, so I mean, obviously I jinxed him last week, which I don't want to do this week, so that's the only time I'm going to mention him in tonight's stream. Anything else, I can do it. There you go.
I was going to say, we're probably best off not saying that such and such a driver is having a good race, because within about 10 seconds of that happening, they will crash.
No, BLT has lost it on his outlap. I'm not entirely sure where that is, but he has lost some front wing. which could mean his session is over, because I can't see him getting back to the pits and getting back out.
So I'm just having a look at the standings at the moment, and if you were to take Liam and Charlie out of it, which we will be doing after tonight, it's got a very close battle behind them two, because you've got Jamie T. Smith and the Oven separated by 9 points.
Nice. Well, we do currently have not a lot of people on laps, but Foggy is currently P19 without a lap.
I was going to say, he has left it right to the end. He's left himself a one-shot quali session.
He has indeed, and I mean, we've seen some updates from the team on Twitter. I mean, if he does not get this lap in, the team will not be happy. I mean, will we be seeing a false apology if he doesn't make a lap time? I don't know. But
well, Jamie's improved up to P5 with that last effort, and that will be his final effort.
Oh, Foggy runs a deep in the bus stop. Got no ERS left. It's going to be a slow run off the bus stop, but just put him P8 right in front, 14 thousandths in front of the man he's been battling for the majority of the season, Lee Hall. So
yeah, if the battles we've had between these two earlier in the season are anything to go by, this could be good.
It stopped raining. I mean, it's at the point where you will not be safe on dry tyres, but anybody going for a lap, it's going to be very tricky conditions.
Massive slide out of turn 1. Rom coming up to the line, currently P6. Stays in P6. Oh, he was just starting a lap. My apologies.
Yeah, Jamie's retired from the session.
Hijack,
Liam is done with the session.
Hijacked, it says he's on an out lap, and I don't think he's going to make this. Checkered flags out.
Nope.
That's it. Hijack missed the line by about a second.
I mean, obviously he's been watching you from a couple of seasons ago where you managed to get in just by a second.
It's an art form that I've sort of perfected.
Oh, I've just been on board with Junkie Sport, coming off a camel straight, he's just run a little bit wide. Has compromised his run through the S section.
I mean, bearing in mind we're only in qualifying at the moment, we're up to 18 viewers and 72 comments, so not bad going.
I was it during the start of qualifying we had 25 viewers, so I mean, if those guys want to come back, I mean, you're always welcome. I mean,
Right.
Aaron is talking about the cricket, so that's probably not best. So.
Well, Liam is yeah, we
Oh,
do. I'll say Liam's currently sitting provisional pole on that 54.7, but Charlie on a lap.
Oh, a little bit of a lock from the front right, but manages to pull in the apex. So bus stop. Was P2. 4 tenths behind Liam. We've got TRS coming the line.
With Rommel, he's got Rom Elson right behind him.
Oh, those tyres are finished. Oh, he's crashed before the line. Rom.
Yeah, and
it's a bone dry
I say that's bone dry. That dried out very fast.
If you're in trouble with Spa, it's a very long lap. But yeah, it's not something Rom would want to do at his home track. But, I mean, he's still qualified 6th. Which does give him a chance in the race. I mean, to be fair, is FTRL. I mean, Nexus Lotus in 19th still has a chance of winning the race. Of course, anything can happen in FTRL. Oh, I've had some information about the race, but I'll let the viewers see that for themselves when they watch the race, so.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I believe that is qualifying done.
It is indeed. So Liam claims another pole position on his farewell F3 race, with Charlie lining up alongside, as has been a common theme this season. T Smith and British Beanhead lining up 3rd and 4th, Jamie and Rom 5th and 6th, Hijack Gaming and Foggy on row 4, with Lee Cole and TRS rounding out the top 10. Then we've got Martin, AJ, Agent Panda, Junkie Sport, Delta, Big Pizzas, BLT, Zom and Nexus Lotus rounding off the grid with no time set.
I mean, the battle between Lee Cole and Foggy is going to be interesting. Like I said, I think it's round 3 this season now. They had a fantastic battle at Baku. Oh, that looks like intermediates again. That's going to be juicy.
Yep, this first sector is going to be a whole lot of fun.
I mean, I commented the stream yesterday in F2, and yeah, I was on board with someone in, I think, 15th, and I couldn't see a thing to Eau Rouge from their screen, so yeah, it's not a nice sight. Hopefully everybody keeps front wings, keeps it clean. Don't want to see anybody crashing into walls on turn 1 or Eau Rouge. It's never a nice sight.
I was going to say it's a long race and there are possible points up for grabs with conditions like this on a track like this. So Liam will lead them away for a slippery formation lap.
I'm going to watch a few of the boys through Eau Rouge. See how it... I mean, obviously don't go flat out on a formation lap, but yeah.
I mean, tyre compounds, unsurprisingly, everyone's on inters.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what Zom does tonight. That P18 had that bit of a spin through Radion. Obviously, could have been a little bit further up the grid. So, be interested to see how high it does get. City Posh Blue Inters look like the fastest tyre right now. But thanks, Jeff.
Yep, I concur.
Aaron, hashtag DNF prediction 7, 4 in. What? 7, 4 in total, 3 on lap 1 up Eau Rouge. Okay. Donzo predicting snow on lap 10. I mean, yeah, I mean the Ardennes Forest it can be known to produce some strange weather conditions, shall we say?
Well, what was it? Wasn't there like a GT race or something in May and it snowed?
Yeah. I mean, Liam is sort of backing the pack up. Meanwhile, Charlie is already.
I say Charlie's on. Well, yeah, he's virtually on the grid. Charlie very keen to get this race underway.
I'm wondering if Liam saw somebody falling back from the pack and he doesn't want cold inters on the grid.
I was going to say, where's... Oh,
but we do have some...
I say there's a couple of offs.
BLT and Big Pizzas and Zolm have all been taken to the grid.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Charles has been stationary for about 5 seconds already.
Yep, Nexus Lotus's car is just coming through the bus stop chicane now. Liam's just parking in his grid slot. There you go.
Aaron going with a hijacked win, T Smith second and Liam third. Charlie saying he's going to win, so... Got a green flag from the marshal.
Yep. Green flag from the marshal. We've got 5 lights on. And we're away.
5 lights out.
There's a McLaren in the wall already in the background. I think that was BLT.
What's happened to Marty off the start? Did he move?
I think something caught out BLT, but meanwhile Charlie and Liam are going side by side up towards Eau Rouge. Liam tucks in behind.
Some big slides going on through Radion. There's a Ferrari side of it. Oh, there's my Delta. He did catch it. However, everybody's through.
Everyone's through.
Aaron just wet himself. Okay. Was there a switchback? Or has he just had leakage? We don't know.
But Liam's having a look around the outside of Charlie at Rivage. Into no name, but Charlie's fended him off.
And you don't really want to go side by side through P1. That's not really a side by side corner. Currently, Nexus Lotus is up 9 places. In P10. After P19. Don't know why I said that. Everybody can count 9, but...
Well, not everyone.
Still. Hijack is right in the back of Rom Elson. Lee Collins jumped into 5th place. We've had some lightning starts. Ravers bringing up your knowledge of corner names, Simon. It is probably second to none.
It's the only reason you have me in the commentary box.
It's probably why you paired with me, because I had no bugger all. But we'll go with it. Charlie isn't getting away from Liam.
No, we've got Hijacked and Rom going side by side towards Eau Rouge. We've got yellow flag, sector 1.
TRS is round at La Source.
Hijacked got the move done on Rom.
Junkie Sports clipped the curb going up Eau Rouge. He saved the slide though. Whoever AJ goes through. B11.
Lee Cole's been...
Delta's got to run.
Yep, Lee Cole's been passed by Jamie.
Here's my Delta's got both Junkie and trying to get AJ, but AJ breaks late. In the camel straight. T Smith running very well. He's within the second of Liam. I mean, if it was right, it would have DRS, but doing very well to hold in there. He is under fueled though, so I mean, you can run lean in wet. It does help. So. TRS does have some front wing damage and is struggling through P1. After that spin, he's missing both end plates, so that's not going to be a fun in the wet. Zom has just overtaken BLT. Martin is right behind Agent Panda, but it's not really a pleasure to overtake, but he has now got in the back straight. Gets a good run, but there isn't much space. Oh! They're going side by side, coming in to blow him up. We don't want him in the grass, no! Pulls out the move. Agent Panda holds at the 14th for now. But Martin looks strong. Drop back to 18th off the line. Agent Panda's in pits. Must have caught damage from somewhere.
Liam picks up our first penalty.
Oh, Big Pizzas I think crashed into the pit entry wall. It's very easy to do, I've only did it myself in F1. We do have 3 pitters. Panda, Pizzas... Panda Pizza? No, Panda, Pizzas and TRS.
Yep, Panda getting a new wing. As will TRS. And Big
Yellow flag
Pizzas as
sector
well.
1. I'm not sure what happened, but there's nothing there now.
I think it was Zom having another slide.
Well, Nexus Lotus was right on the back of Foggy. There is a little bit of lag there. But Foggy is close on the back of Rom Elson. Great place, and we've got a little bit of a mini FTRL train going on. Currently being headed by Mr. Lee Cole. That was an FTRL Lee Cole.
That was wide from Liam. I thought he was heading into the wall that I collided with on Monday.
It is very easy to... I mean, you had wing damage, so I think understeer is a little bit more for you, but... I mean, nearly the same wall claiming 2 Selbers. I don't know if T-Smith had a wiggle to start this lap, but he has dropped a little bit further back. In the meantime, Junkie Sport has got round AJ, but both of them haven't stopped for the bus stop chicane, both run wide. Now we've put Junkie Sport up into 11th place.
Raver's Revenge is tempting things in the chat.
I believe because he's playing cricket, he may be a little bit bored, so he's tempting fate. But
Lee Cole's being attacked by Hijacked. Thinks better of it.
yellow flag sector 3. What's happened? I'm not sure, but Agent Panda has gone literally straight on at the bus stop chicane and has come back into pit lane and crashed into the wall. Panda. So Panda is back in pit lane. Oh, Raven's Revenge is at work, so he's not playing cricket. I mean, you might as well be doing both. I mean, the both is boring, so... Sorry to all our cricket subscribers out there. But yeah, Hijacked is still with Lee Cole, and you've got Rom Elson who's half a second behind. Doggy trailed off just a little bit this last lap.
Yeah, Hijack just looks to have the edge over Lee at this point. But he's playing it safe.
Only 2/10 now behind Hijack. He had a very good run from the straight. Blanchard wants still a bit of a left. I mean, it is touch and go on the intermediates.
Well, Liam and Charlie are trading fastest laps at the moment.
I would say T-Smith has definitely had a wiggle. He's dropped back out to 4.5 seconds behind, and British Beanhead is only a second and a half off him now. Good to see British Beanhead on the podium. Just don't crash it or Rouge now, please, Dan. Don't do it. Thank you. Right.
Oh, Hijack's wide out of through Radion. Is that going to give Rom the run?
Got a few penalties dropping in. Seen Froggy pick up one.
Oh, Foggy's out, broke himself into Lacom. Gone straight on.
Martin, after that icky start, has made it back up to P13. He's only half a second off the back of AJ.
I was going to say, steadied the ship.
I mean, we're struggling with setups earlier in the week. I mean, it looks to have got that sorted for this race. Yeah. As you say, the front two are just 2 and 4. I think they're playing with each other at the moment. I mean, Lee, Hijack and Rom are all fighting together, which is allowing Foggy to close back up after his
I could
slight
say even after
braking
that
manoeuvre.
mistake. Oh, Hijack's had a wiggle through Blanchimont. I agree with Aaron, it sounds better when you say it.
Yeah, Foggy is on the back edge now of a 4-car train for P6. Well, we also have a 3-car battle for P14. Delta's had a shocking run through Blanchimont, and BLT's going to try around the outside in the bus stop. He has had to brake on the grass, which has sent him to Narnia at the bus stop. I don't know where he is. I still don't know where he is. Is that part of the track? There we go, he's back on track now.
Hijack's up the inside of leader's contact.
Hijacked in the wall.
I think he kept it out of the wall, or he kept it enough not to get any wing damage.
However, in that, I don't know if Foggy's had the lift because of what happened, but Nexus Lotus has got past and they've both lost 3 seconds to Rom and Lee. Martin has got past AJ, so now we're chasing down Junkie Sport for P11. As Zom is right in the back of Delta.
I was going to say, Zom and Delta are getting quite close to one another. There's a few gaps and battles I'm trying to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my eye on 3 at the same time. I can't see there being much change for the front unless there's a mistake.
I was going to say, like you say, I think they're just content with what they're doing at the moment.
Make it until the last third of the race. I know they're 2 good mates, they'll probably be in a party together, just do what Zach and, not Zach, Zach, Dutch and Ego do in F1. Pull a gap and then fight at the end. However, Rom has had a fantastic run coming up through Oru. He had a little bit, but he's right in the back of the lane. Lee's going defensive. Rom's going to have to try it on the outside. Lee brakes a little bit early, doesn't fight it too much.
Sensible driving there from Lee.
I don't know if Jamie has damage. No, Jamie doesn't have damage. I just think he's not enjoying the conditions. He's currently losing nearly a second half a lap. The British Beanhead. Which is not something we usually say. However, I mean, Lee did sort of pull out with that manoeuvre, but he's not going to let Rom go without a fight, I don't think. I think he's going to try and sit behind him for a bit, save a bit of ARS.
Or Zom having a look at Delta once
Yellow
again.
flag, sector 2. What's happened? I'm not sure. May have been Junkie Sport having a little bit of a slide through P1. As that gap to Martin is now nothing. No damage on the Williams though.
Yes, Zom's had a much better run through Puon. Delta has got wing damage on the front right. And Zom's got past him.
Well, Martin's had a good run but doesn't want to go side by side through Blanchimont, which is acceptable at the moment. He does seem to clip the grass just on the turn in of Blanchimont, and it makes me inhale violently every time it happens.
Oh, bit of a slide for Junkie.
Yellow flag sector 1. Top the Nexus Lotus. Lost it at radio.
Yeah, there's a bit of wing missing as well.
Oh, BLT's got a 10-second penalty.
Yeah, I think BLT and Delta both got the 10-second penalty. I think they've both done the same thing there at the bus stop.
I must say the bus stop does tend to be quite harsh with its penalties, but I mean if you cut it, you got it, so...
Martin and Junkie. Martin pulls out of it.
Oh, BLT and Delta side by side at the top of radio. My word. There's some brave boys in FTRL. Trying to go side, but Delta goes defensive. BLT's outbrought himself just a little bit. Gonna have to wait another few laps now to catch back up.
Well, BLT's driving around with no end plates on that wing.
Yellow flag sector 3, what's up to Jamie? He's lost it before Blanchimont.
He's got no wing at all.
That's a very weird place to lose the car. I mean, he might be saved. I mean, if he pits here and it's intermediate to the end of the race, he should get away with it and not lose too much.
Jamie.
Whether you do need 4 wheels for
I wondered where he was going with that pit entry.
However, Hijack, after his spin, has caught up to the back of Foggy.
Yeah, while we were watching Jamie's escapades, Liam picked up another time penalty.
Oh, both Foggy and Hijack wide at top of Radion, but Hijack has a much better run.
Foggy tucks in.
Before the braking zone. Foggy going to fight it back. He does have a look. Hijack leaves him space. A little bit of a slide, but clean move. People asking for slicks. Ooh.
It's still raining, so I wouldn't have said at this point.
I think at this rate, it looks like it's going to be intermediate to the end. But I mean, I haven't done a wet race yet, so take that with a pinch of salt. So Jamie has come back out, right at the back of this Martin and Junkie battle. And Martin still hasn't got past Junkie yet. We do know Junkie does like to defend, so... I mean, I think the Williams team did bring some updates for some slightly bigger wing mirrors this race, so... I mean, they might help.
Martin's gone wide at Poole and that's allowed Jamie through, but yeah, those fresh inters are making a heck of a difference on that Red Bull.
Jamie has a 100% battery and is in no ERS. Foggies were a little bit deep at bus stop, but doesn't look very comfortable at the moment, Foggy. Odd mistake creeping in here and there, but didn't have much time to practice this week, so doing well in it. British Peanut, currently P4. I mean, got a 4-second lead to the car in front and a 16-second gap to the car behind. I mean, it's a nice race so far from him. Yellow flag, Nexus Lotus has gone. Oh, that's at Blanchimont.
That is at Blanchimont, yeah.
Yeah. Look, Jamie's picked up a time penalty. As Liam and Charlie seem to get never closer. He's within 3/10 now, and that rain might be getting harder. How come rain get harder? Rain getting heavier, even.
I mean, I think Liam might know now that if he wants to win this race, he's got to do something on track. He's got to get past Charlie and try and pull a gap, because to my knowledge he's got 6 seconds of penalties and Charlie has nothing at the moment.
T. Smith follows Liam into the pit, hits, but really clips the wall at the inside for the pit entry. My word, that was close.
Are you okay, Pagani?
No, 2 commentaries in a row, it's not good for me. But Jamie has caught up with the back of Junkie.
Right, well, Liam is staying on the intermediate tyre.
Jamie's side past Junkie already. I mean, I wouldn't even call it an overtaking opportunity.
Liam doing a bit of Tokyo drift out of the pit lane.
Lee and Hijack are in pit lane. Foggy's staying out. Yeah, pit exit at Spa is a weird one. You can damage your wing very easily. Peteman now asking, is it time for full wet soon? I'm not sure. I think it might have just been heavier rain because Liam was very close to Charlie in front, so he was getting the spray as well. I mean, it still looks like it is, but there was a little bit more rain in the air, it looks, but... I mean, I'm no expert. Like I said, I haven't done a wet race yet, so... A few drivers in the pit lane, Junkie, Martin and AJ. AJ getting a front wing change. I expect him to be a little bit quicker in the second half of this race.
Charlie picks up a penalty. I believe that's his first one. Will he respond to Liam immediately? You would think so.
Last night it was about 18 seconds for a pit stop on a dry.
Yep, dives in.
And currently Liam is only 17.5 behind. He has gained half a second this lap. It's going to be tight on pit exit. Charlie's still driving down pit lane into his box now.
Liam's on the pit straight.
He's out of the box. Coming to pit exit. Hits the limiter. Goes round the corner. Oh! Liam's got the pace advantage up to speed. Oh. Charlie's gone defensive. Oh, don't put him on the grass, boys. Come on. Liam's not going to like that. When Charlie's gone very defensive, Liam doesn't seem to have the speed to go past him, which is going to annoy him a little bit, but does try on the outside of the brakes. Charlie holds on. Well, that was a bit intense. And it's not over with. I mean, it's still only a tenth between them. Rick Beaner picks up a penalty. Oh, yellow flag sector 2. What's happened? Or is it just someone letting someone through? I think maybe Big Peter's letting someone through.
I was going to say the front runners have found themselves in amongst the traffic.
Hijacked was momentarily in front of Lee, but now Lee's back in front. I don't know what happened on if Lee Hijacked overshot. Went off a straight. There is someone off track. I'm not sure who that was. It's BLT. Keeping off track of the leaders.
Just staying out the way. Yep.
Yeah. Got no problem on the left hand side, so I'm going to guess he's coming at the pit lane this time. However, Liam and Charlie were nearly side by side in the bus stop. Are we going to see a recurrence of what happened last lap? I hope not, for my heart's sake, but everybody wants to see it. Hijacked has a very good run on Lee though, going into blush him up. Does run very wide though, so I expect Lee to hold down the bus stop. Oh, but Hijacked has hit him, I don't know if it is front wing damage. Hijack is missing his left end plate.
There's a few more lapped cars in front, looks like Martin and Delta.
Hijack picks up a 3-second time penalty. Flag sector 1, BLT has retired. I'm not entirely sure where that is.
Sector 1, it's likely to be Eau Rouge, isn't it?
I was going to say there's a green flag coming out of Eau Rouge as Hijack goes past Lee Cole. Yeah, it is top of radio on the right. Just seen his car.
Well, that lead battle seems to have fizzed out for the moment, with the gap up at 8 or 9 tenths.
I don't know what happened to Martin, but he's pitted a second time. Which has put Junkie Sport into P10. So we currently have 2 Williams inside the top 10. Obviously the updates that they brought to track this weekend are paying off. Nice to say. Lee has not let go of Hijack.
Good drive from the Renault driver.
I mean, he did say he'd rather the race be wet than dry earlier on, so maybe he's just found a wet set he likes. I mean, it is possible. Yellow flag sector 1 and 2, that's someone letting someone through. No, Martin's round. Oh, he's gone round again, trying to get the car back on track.
That right in front of Beanhead.
Martin just got the car out of the gravel. Struggling with the wet conditions, it seems. I mean, it is very easy to overheat in immediate tyres. So, TRS is in pit lane, which is a strange one. Sure, was you pitted?
TRS has done 11 laps on that tyre.
Okay.
He did pit early for a new wing.
Yeah, so.
Liam's close right up to the back of Charlie once again.
Ted's fastest lap in the process, so yeah. It would appear he's saved a bit of ARS for a couple laps, and I mean, both himself and Charlie are on the same amount of ARS.
I was going to say they're pretty even on the ERS.
Luke Martin's retired from the session. I don't think it was a crash, I think it was just, I don't want to be in the way anymore. As he was struggling tonight. It's unfortunate to say, but he'll be back next week. Yellow flag sector 1. I believe Delta's had to escape at radio. Ron Wilson picks up a 3-second time penalty. I mean, other than the battle up front, I mean, you've got Foggy closing up to the back of Jamie, but has sort of spread out a bit since pit stops. As Foggy overtakes Jamie, as Jamie spins at Radion. Okay, sorry Jamie, but you now have front wing damage, so I'm just not going to name drivers anymore. Oh, Okay. Yeah, Jamie has
Yep, I know.
yeah, that wasn't so nice to see, but it does promote Junkie to P9. Williams cars in formation. It will promote AJ into the points. However, Zom is beginning to close him down. So, could well have a battle for the last point place. Yellow flag sector 1. Oh, Panda's just side from the outside of Delta, coming in to launch him up.
Big lift from Liam in the middle of Eau Rouge.
Oh, Panda and Delta are in pit lane. Agent Panda has done 11 laps on those tyres after an early pit stop. But Delta's only done 3 laps, so he must have got some damage somewhere else. That does sort of leave our battle for first place as our running battle on track currently. Adrian Panda had a big wiggle through Eau Rouge, but he has kept it. I mean, Hijack does still have that front wing end plate damage and is pulled away from Lee Cole, so obviously not running flat out with that damage, but is still going quick enough to pull away from Lee.
Liam definitely seems better on the brakes into the bus stop. He's gaining 2 or 3 tenths in that section of track alone.
So whenever I go on board him at the source, he always seems locked up, but I mean that could be a spectator glitch, I'm not sure. Or he might just be locking up, but I mean he doesn't seem to have a straight line pace. I mean he doesn't close at all in the slipstream. I mean both Charlie and Liam were in overtake on ERS, so Zom has closed another second on AJ for that battle for 10th place.
So I've got one eye on it.
We have seen some good drives tonight. I mean, we've only got. I mean, I'm not going to say how many retirements we have because that'll create more. So I'm just going to keep quiet.
I've noticed they've also said, or not said, who the good drives are from.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that either. I changed my mind mid-sentence. I don't want to jinx anybody. But what I can say is that Charlie did go out for a box of chicken nuggets before this race, so he's obviously been reading about Usain Bolt. So Raver's suggesting that Beanhead is catching T Smith for 3rd place. He is, however, it's a 15-second gap, and there's 4 laps left. However, Zom is half a second behind AJ.
Yep. Zom's past AJ.
I mean, that would suggest our running battle, it's going to be our lead battle, but I think Liam is closer than he has been at the end of the straight, so...
Yeah, and the next cars for Charlie and Liam to lap are AJ and Zom.
Peatman's predicting a final lap pass for the lead from Liam. I mean, he could do it in the last lap, but I mean, we think he has one more penalty than Charlie at the moment, so... Hijack picks up a 3-second time penalty. I'm not sure how many he has, it'll be more than one I think, so that might promote Lee at the end. If Lee can stay with him. Foggy picks up another time penalty. As Liam is, yeah.
Oh, sideways.
I'm not sure if it was, yeah. Like you say, I think he is gaining on the brakes.
I think he fainted a look into the bus stop just to try and unsettle Charlie, but he weren't having any of it.
I honestly thought he failed to look at the bus stop, but there was already Granny waiting for a bus, and he had to pull out of the move. But coming up to AJ on the straight, yeah, it pulls out the way nicely.
So it could have got messy because I think he was going to go looking for some slipstream.
Zom pulls over the
I say Zom's pulled over to let them both through, but that's put AJ alongside him.
Around the outside. Yeah.
Zom's fended him off.
Probably for a 10-second time penalty for going cutting at the bus stop.
Yeah, there's a few drivers falling foul of that one tonight. I think Liam's had a wiggle through poo on because he's dropped nearly a second.
I thought it might be Big Peter's who went wide, but no, Liam was full out wide, nearly hit the wall on the right. Yellow flags to 3. Oh, Junkie Spot's gone round at the bus stop. Has got it going again though, and there's still 15 seconds or so in front of Zom. Or is it still 26? I mean, it was 26. I am expecting that to change when they go across the line.
I mean, it's currently saying it's still 26. 18.
I don't know where it ain't. Oh, Junkie Sport's lost in an all rouge. He's sideways at Radion. Oh, he's tied the wall.
The leaders are coming up there.
Use those big mirrors, Junkie, and keep it away from the leaders, please. He does. But Zom is now right on him with 2 laps left to go. I think he's going to make the pass easily, and AJ's only second behind.
So I think Junkie's got wing damage as well, hasn't he? So that's not going to help him.
He has indeed. He's either going to have to put in a defensive masterclass or hope something happens, because that's not light wing damage, that's red wing damage on that front left. Liam has caught back up with Charlie, so I do think he's the quicker car. Oh, Foggy's gone!
I know you said something needed to happen for Junkie, but I don't think he would have wanted that.
Where has that happened? Is that... I wonder if that's the corner that caught you out. Coming out the back straight.
Well, on board the leaders, they're coming through Fanya now, and they're coming up to that part of the track. I'm not seeing any yellow flags at the moment.
I'm not sure then. Huh? I'm not. I mean, Zom hasn't gone past his ghost, like, where he would have been.
You
Still
keep
hasn't, and coming
so you keep an eye on that.
up the Blanchimont. Oh, there's a lot of carbon fibre on the right. Yeah, it's Blanchimont that's got Foggy out. Oh, Zom's just got the move made and picked up a 5-second penalty. I mean, he's the quickest out of Zom, Junkie and AJ, but he needs to pull out a 5-second gap. And TRS is only 9.9 seconds behind. Can he catch up with Junkie's wing damage?
Oh, Charlie with a wiggle through Radion. Liam's gaining. He's going to go to the outside at Lacom.
Oh, he sent it to the outside.
There's
Bit of contact. I mean, he's going to get a good run through, which puts him side. Oh, Charlie cuts him off. He wasn't having that one. The switchback. Oh, Liam! Oh, he gave it a boot forward and then he spun the car. Oh, this is going to be an interesting podium interview. Let's put it that way. However, AJ is pushing Junkie around the corner. Junkie can't turn it anymore. It's all he's got. Oh, Big Peter's gone! Not Puon, Blanchimont, that's it. I'll get it right in the end. Which has allowed Agent Panda into 12. Oh, Agent Panda very sideways coming to the bus stop. Everything's happening. What's happened? Oh, T Smith's going past Junkie. Will this give TRS opportunity to catch up? He's got that gap down to 6.4. He's getting 3 seconds in a lap. And AJ still can't get it past Junkie.
Now Pagani's got a lot going on, but I'm staying on this lead battle. I'm sorry.
Oh, TRS is just putting the gravel. That's put the gap back up to 7 seconds, but he had gained 5 seconds in a lap.
Right, here we go. Final lap.
Oh, Peatman's claiming T Smith to win it. He's obviously expecting something like, oh, Junkie's got a 10-second penalty for the bus stop. And TRS is only 7.3 behind. I could put Junkie's pot out of the points.
Here we go. Lacom again.
Going on the outside again. He's tried it once. Charlie knows how to defend up there. He's going to have to try something that he hasn't tried before. Junkie Squad picks up a 3-second penalty. Liam gets a very good run. Wants to go to the inside. Charles defends and makes the apex, so he can't do a switchback.
It's going to be I think it's going to have to be a dive into the bus stop, isn't it?
It's going to have to be. It's only overtaking point left unless Charlie makes a mistake. He hasn't made one yet.
Oh!
Yellow flag sector 2. Oh.
Liam had to better run out of poo on and try to draw alongside Charlie, but he closed the door. Liam's picked up another penalty. That's going to be
Charlie's
it.
going to win. But is he going to send it into the bus stop chicane? That's the question.
I'd say he might just send him a sign of intent for the rest of the season in F1.
I say these two are both going up. Charlie's defending.
These two are going to be teammates in F1.
I say
Charlie's gone wide.
Road, but Charlie's run wide. Switch back for the line. He's trying it. Oh,
no traction. Charlie takes the win. Liam P2. T Smith, to be fair, we haven't seen or said much about him. He's just had a fairly quiet and solid race to P3.
I mean, Zom in the end has finished 8 seconds ahead of Junkie with AJ behind, but I think Junkie's going to fall out. But TRS has fallen 11 seconds back. He's had a wiggle on this last lap. Where is Junkie going to finish? TRS has come at the line. He's had a wiggle coming at the bus stop. He does Junkie Spot by 0.6! Oh my god. Junkie Spot misses the points by 0.6 of a second. Wow. In the meantime, British Beanhead's come on 4th. Great drive. Kept it clean. Oh, Ajax pick up a 10-second penalty at the last corner. As Rom Elson finishes 5th at his home.
Where's Lee Cole? Lee's P7. I think he's going to jump hijacked. He does.
Yeah, Lee jumps hijacked.
Well,
Yellow flag set.
Quite comprehensively in the end.
The Agent Panda's having a weave. He's got no ERS left. I don't know what he's done in this last lap. He must have wheel spinning it somewhere. Agent Panda finishes it off 12th place.
I'll just wait for Delta to come across the line.
I said Delta does have his fuel light on yellow, so he may be out of fuel, I'm not sure. No, we're alright. Yeah, Delta finishes in P13 on his debut. A few incidents, but made it to the end. When you make it to the end, you will get points at some point this season, so... Oh, I'll send these boys some party invites for interviews.
Wow. What a race that was. Better catch your breath, mate. You've got a podium interview to do.
I was going to say there's going to be unhappy drivers, but how many producers done so...
Hello! Hello!
All three have joined us for our podium interviews.
Oh my god, my room is like a sauna.
Preach it.
GG, Tom. I know you weren't in the party. Where'd you go?
Oh, I have to concentrate, I can't have noise. As you can tell normally.
Yeah. Oh, that was a sit race.
Modern boys, congrats.
I thought you were going to get me at the end. I remember I've been a cheating person. I've got 9 seconds.
I didn't know anyone had penalties.
No,
I
yeah, because... Yeah.
rolled around at the end.
Yeah. I saw the gap at 10 seconds and I thought you might have me because I didn't see it for a while. So.
Yeah.
Right, now that they've all had their chat, do you want to...
I'll say if they're all finished.
Sorry.
So I was just addressing something in the admin chat anyway. Right, what a race that was. Don't know really where to start. There was action everywhere during the early stages of that race, but we'll get cracking with Charlie. Good way to sign off your sort of F3 career, if you like, heading up into F1. Is that a signal of intent to Charlie and the rest of the new division?
Fuck, Mads are turned off. I didn't hear anything.
Well, I'm not saying it all again.
Oh,
No,
well, was fun. See you next week.
Yep. Was that result tonight a sign of intent to the rest of F1 as to what you could be capable of going up there?
Well, it wasn't that hard to keep him behind me, so I can do it any week I want. So that's something. Nah, to be honest, it was quite fun. It was intense, especially after the pit stop. The first in I turned my front wing down a lot, so to have more straight line speed. For example, by the start to get like past someone on like the first straight, that wasn't necessary. I was struggling in the corners then, so when I did the pit stop I turned it back up, and I kept Liam behind me, so that was good.
But you got him on lap 1 going up towards Eau Rouge.
Yeah.
For a minute there, we thought you were going to go side by side through there, and we were braced. Let's put it that way. But yeah, it looked like it got a bit fruity in the last couple of laps.
Yeah, I knew we had like 3 seconds more time penalty than me, but I was like, I'm just going to win this race, even without the penalties. I was just trying to win.
Determined
across the line first.
Determined to do it on track, not on penalties.
Yeah.
That's good. We like to see
because
that.
Penalties
Good
were
hard.
really being annoying as well.
Yeah, no, good hard racing, good defending. What we like to see.
Thank you.
So, going up to F1, do you think you can escape the drop? I mean, the bottom 3 are going to go down. You'll be starting on no points, but you've certainly shown you've got some pace to probably score some points up there.
Yeah, that's my target, to get some points. I mean, I will be happy if I get like in the midfield from the start, which will be hard because the next track is I think Britain. And that track doesn't really suit me, so I will try and then get as many points as I can, and yeah, try to not drop down.
Okay, well, congratulations for tonight, and we wish you the best of luck in F1 for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Liam.
Good evening.
Oh. I mean, what? I mean, put it on Paul?
Yep. Yeah. Qualifying, if you want to talk about that real quick. Yeah, it was fine. I think the lap was really good. I had a little incident with one of the Red Bulls. I think it was AJ coming out the pits. I was just on a lap and he just wouldn't move out the way. So I brake tested him. Just showed him how I feel. It was just ridiculous. But I didn't ruin his because he was on his out lap, so I didn't mess up his lap or nothing like that. But yeah, that was really annoying. But apart from that, yeah, qualifying was really good. Yeah, I was happy.
Well, I mean, where did that race go wrong for you? I mean, Eau Rouge, lap 1?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really go
it?
wrong. Yeah, it didn't really go wrong. I think it was a good race. I mean, that was the best I could have done, honestly. I mean, Charles was really quick on the straights, and I think he had a really good a plan, as he said, where at the start he'd put his wing down, and then in the pits he'd turn it up, and that was just genius. Like, literally, that's crazy. So he got me at the start, and yeah, I think that was just the best I could have produced, so I was very happy with it, but yeah, I just couldn't quite beat Charles today.
I mean, we saw you pick up a few penalties, which we haven't really seen from you this season.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. It was Eau Rouge every single time, I think. I believe it was. I don't think I got anywhere. Oh no, I did actually. It was Eau Rouge twice, and then the right-hander at the end of Les Combes. And that they were the two. The Les Combes one was just stupidity, like that was just me. And the Eau Rouge one, I think it was just the conditions catching me out, and then me sliding, trying to find my line of how to like take it up there. But yeah, I mean, it didn't affect anything in the end. Charles was going to win, still on track. So yeah, but it was a really good race, really enjoyable, and congrats to Charles for producing an amazing race.
I mean, what? I think 4 or 5 laps from the end, we saw you go very wide at Poulon.
Oh god, yeah, that was a moment. Yeah,
it's very bouncy out there.
Yeah, very. Yeah, the inside curve. We were joking about it in the party halfway through the race because Charles clipped it and he was like, "I'm never going on that again." And then there's me, absolutely clumping into it, and then yeah, losing the car. But to be fair, it was an easy save. It wasn't. It may have looked a bit dramatic, may have looked a little bit more dramatic than it is, but no, yeah, it was fine. That was just me trying to push on to try and catch Charles, but yeah, still, yeah, just me bottling it again. So
Yep.
oh,
Excuse me.
Pardon you.
Yeah, I
You
don't be talking. I'm not dead yet. Yeah, same question from the other Charles. Moving up to F1.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see yourself integrating with the F1 grid?
I think it'd be arrogant for me to suggest where I'm gonna. And I know a couple of other people. Yesterday in F2 were saying where they might finish, but behind Charles. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. I mean, well, we'll just have to see what happens, and I think we'll get to Silverstone. Do quality race, see where I'm at. But I'd like to be, like Charles said, I think scoring points consistently is a goal in my mind for F1. But we'll have to see when I turn up. It could be better, could be worse. We'll have to see.
And last question I'm going to put, your future teammate, as in from next race, beat you today.
Yep.
You
First driver.
theoretically beat him in the points for your half season in F3. So who's going to be driver one at Williams next season for the rest of the F1 season?
Wow. I mean, it's just not really a question, is it? I mean, look at my points. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over 100. Is Charles over 100 in points? I don't think he is. You know what I'm saying? So, I think, though, to be fair, I normally choose Robert Kubica for the sheer fact to take him off the grid. I like in career, not that I hate him in real life, I have no grudge against anyone, but just like in career, he always does something to me. He always hits me off, always gets in my way, so I always pick him to just get him out of the way. So I'll probably be second driver. Knowing me, I don't mind, I don't really care. But yeah, I'm better than Charles.
Well, shoot! Congrats on the pole and P2 today.
Thank you.
P1 in qualifying.
I got P1 in qualifying. Yeah, Charles. What's this cockiness? What's this animosity aimed at me? What's going on? I thought we were brothers. What's going on? Thank you. See, I love you too. I'll fly to Dutchland.
Don't beat me that much when you come to F1, please.
Nah, you've got nothing to worry about. Me and Charles are back. Keep ramming each other in the wall.
Congrats, boys.
Thank you so much, man.
Right, Tom, congratulations, another podium finish.
Cheers.
That's a 50% strike rate now this season. Quietly going about things quite nicely, and I think now that with Liam and Charlie going up to F1, that will now put you top of the standings in F3.
Yeah, that was kind of my idea in the race, knowing that them two are miles ahead and disappearing from the league. Once I was clear of Beanhead, there wasn't much point trying to chase anyone down or do anything stupid.
I was going to say that fact is kind of reflected in the fact that we didn't see much of you during the race, so you just quietly went about business tonight. Yeah,
it was. Beanhead was keeping me occupied for the first sort of 10 laps, but then after the pit stops, I think he got caught up in a bit of traffic, which gave me about a 5 or 6 second breather. So after that, I was pretty confident I could gap him at that speed, but I was never going to catch the other two. So it was get to the finish, don't crash, and onwards to next week, really.
Okay, well, next week is Silverstone. Thoughts, expectations, what you thinking?
Well, I think the podium's doable. Obviously, we got a few people dropping down, moving around, so I don't really want to hype myself up too much. I think I can continue as I'm going, try and nick a podium, keep out of trouble. That'll be my aim for the rest of the year, really.
Well, early season form suggests that it's within your capabilities, so yeah, we'll expect to speak to you on the podium in the coming weeks.
Yeah, nice one. Cheers, boys.
Right, well, that is the first half of season 10 done and dusted. We'll move into the second half, starting with Silverstone and some new look divisions for you to enjoy. So join us on Monday for F1 around Silverstone.